Have an amazing summer. If you guys are ever trying to catch me out there on the courts or get some hoops in, you know where to find me. I'll see you guys out there.
What's going on, 2K community? I am super excited for this summer. We're going to be balling out all day, all long. So I can't wait to see you guys in the rec, in the park, on the court. I want to see you guys.
Yo, what's going on? It's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. And if I had to pick the highlight so far in NBA 2K24, it definitely would be the community builds and those community logos. Again, if you have the opportunity to work with the game that you play every single day, to partner with them, and then to be able to have your personal build in that game, come on. That is absolutely the highlight for me. So yeah, I'm really
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. And tonight, our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard set is Young and Bogdanovich. ABC is out there with Johnson, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for the Hornets, the guard and off guard are Ball and Martin. Williams is out there with Williams, and it's Miller in at the 3 slot. And game 1 of the NBA season, Greg, is here. Does everyone get butterflies, or is it just me?
No, I'm right there with you, partner. The anticipation has been brewing for months. Nothing like opening night.
Young is double. Passes to Capella. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
Great awareness by Capella to recognize the breakdown defensively.
On the wing, Miller fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's ABC. Young with no one around. They get the rebound. Capella the pass to Johnson. Buries it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's Miller on the wing. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Williams against Young. No one near him. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
And here's Young following LaMelo Ball's 3. Inside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Makes it off the glass.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
On the wing, Williams lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Atlanta. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Martin from outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
What a pass by Bogdanovich, sending it straight to the wide open man.
On the wing, Miller. The 3. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Second is Trae Young.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Capella against Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the rebound goes to Martin.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Right wing. There's Ball with the three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
So often, LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Pass to ABC. Bogdanovich against Martin. Right side, Bogdanovich to the middle. The kick out to Young. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3 ball. Give me back that momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. The franchise comes in for Williams. Josh Green's checked in for Miller. And it's Trey Mann in for Martin. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Hance comes in for Johnson. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for ABC. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here's Fournier after Charlotte getting the 3. Young for 3. Offensive rebound. The shot missing. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. The pass to the franchise. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks. And even 3-on-3 break. And here's Fournier. Out to Nance. Hunter on the wing. The three-pointer no good. Charlotte in the lead. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
And here's Young following LaMelo Ball's 3. And Young, here we go. The rebound by Richards.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Here's the franchise. Lays it up off the glass.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Hawks trail by 7. They need this. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Onyeka Okongwu going to the line, shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
You know, Greg, if you look back at the Hornets' 22-23 season, there was a lot of adversity.
Yeah, that was a tough season for them all around. So many injuries. A lot of young players were forced into bigger roles, but they did get valuable experience out of it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
In terms of playmaking, Trae is as good as they come.
Trae Young.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball against Okongwu. Here's Richards, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
At the line for your Hornets, Nick Richards.
And Richards no good on that one. Now, here is Young. And count it from 19 feet away. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
It's like Trae Young has the ball on the string out there. Outrageous move.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Hornets ahead, up 6. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Hornets leading by 6. The guard and off guard are Ball and Martin. Grant Williams is out there with Miller, and it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the 3 by Charlotte. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. ABC's checked in for the Hawks. And we hear so much about young players and veteran players, Steve, but when do you feel a player becomes a veteran? Is it after a year, 2, 3? Like, in your opinion, what is it?
You know, Kevin, it differs for a lot of different reasons. But I think for myself, when you get that second contract, you feel like you belong in the league. I think when you get over 7 years in the league, that's kind of cut off to be 7 years or more, you're definitely a vet.
Here's Miller, following the basket by Trae Young. Shots good by Miller.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Martin for 3. Johnson with the rebound. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words. Be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
36.
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you. Here's Williams, following the basket by Trae Young. Williams kicks to Martin. And again, the Hornets missing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
That ties the game. Young's got 14 points for the game.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot. And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Hawks making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu. A very nice season for him last year. And a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Here's Williams following the basket by Trae Young. Ball with the bucket.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Martin against Bogdanovich. Young from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
That's a 2 from Martin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Now it's a 5-point Hornets lead. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Friday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Kicks to Young. Pass to ABC. Miller grabs the miss.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Martin from outside. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Over Miller. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Hornets leading by 5. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. There's Miller with the 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over to the wing. Here's ABC. Offensive rebound. Okongwu nails the baby hook. Okongwu's now got 6 points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Charlotte calls timeout. Steve, what I love about Okongwu is how he uses his body and gets the most out of it.
Kevin, he has crazy athleticism for an undersized center. He's stout on defense and uses that quickness when he has the ball.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. The franchise comes in for Grant Williams. And it's Trey Mann in for Cody Martin. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Evan Fournier comes in for Bogdanovich. Shots good by Miller.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Fournier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Mann. No scoring in this one. Ball with the bucket.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now, here's Fournier. 6-point game. Here's Young. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And there's the pass to Mann. Here's Richards, and he makes good on the layup. Richards got his second bucket.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Hunter, the pass to Johnson. And here is Hunter. Miller grabs the miss. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Mann. To the wing right side. Here's the franchise. Here's Richards. Hunter with some nice defense.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
All sorts of time. Patson coming off the assist from Young.
Assist goes to
Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a start for LaMelo Ball. He ended up with 15 points, 9 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
They've been knocking it down from 3. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, the shooters have delivered. If they keep it up, they're going to be up to beat.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. Hard to beat someone when they're living up the rim. These guys are imposing their will physically. Got to keep pounding them.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. In the third spot, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Bogdanovich finds Young. Back to Bogdanovich. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
A sneaky 6'6". Bogdanovich can bang down low.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The guard set is Young and Bogdanovich. Johnson is out there with Clint Capella. And it's ABC in at the small forward. Here's Capella following the 3 by Charlotte. Here's Bogdanovich. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So it's the Hawks now. Count that one. Ball with it. He's got 15.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
So it's the Hawks now, following the 3 by Charlotte. The shot by ABC, no good. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Miller, no luck. The Hawks trail by 6. Bogdanovich passes to Young. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 20 points.
Lots of contact on Trae Young, but he battles right through it.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's Martin on the wing. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat.
Green is checked in for Charlotte. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Larry Nance is checked in for Johnson. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 7. Atlanta again missing. Charlotte has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Ball with the bucket.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
The Hawks trail by 9. Passes it to Capella. Bogdanovich against Martin. That one good for 2. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Just a natural-born scorer. Bogdanovich takes the hit and makes the adjustment.
Good on the triple. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And they pick up 2. 8 points for him.
Assist from Trae Young.
Hornets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For Hornets coach Steve Clifford, the key is defense. He says trying to outscore other teams doesn't work. You have to do the things that take effort, like rebounding, getting loose balls, and putting your body on the line. You've got to build a game that will actually work at the end of the year and play the important games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., our thanks to you. Here's Young, following the 3 by Charlotte, and the shot goes in. ABC's got his first bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Kept alive, Williams. He doesn't hit that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Martin from outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And the Hornets call time here.
He's running onto the floor. Make some noise.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. The franchise comes in for Grant Williams. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Nance. Hunter's checked in for ABC. And Fournier subbed in for Bogdanovich. And the Hawks with possession here after Charlotte getting the 3. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
In a moment now to look at the stats for Trae Young. Coming off a terrific season. Putting in about 26 points per. 10 assists and 3 rebounds. And no secret, he can score the ball. Number 1 on the team last year.
He loves being the go-to guy. You can see it in his swagger. And boy, he sure lit it up last season.
Drills the 3-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Young's got 25 points in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
Martin with the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
The Hawks trail by 16. Young pass to Hunter. Green with the rebound. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
3-pointer, Martin. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Young looking it over. Unloads. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
second personal foul.
Hornets leading by 19. To the right side. Here's the franchise, and it's the Hornets another three.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And Young kicks to Fournier. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
3 points.
Young's got his 8th assist in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
He's off on that one. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Martin, Nick Richards out there with Grant Williams. Then it's Miller, and it's man in at the 1 spot. So that's the Hornets 5.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Hornets leading by 19. Here's man. That shot off. Nice D from Fournier. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Miller in the corner. The tray. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
DeAndre Hunter has a great combination of strength and length. Throw it down, young fella.
Williams for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Down low. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
It's Miller on the wing. For the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry. But it can go the other way as well. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
On the wing, Williams launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
You think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed.
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
And that one falls for Fournier. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Nick Richards. And Smith subbed in for Martin. And so Fournier nails both of them. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
Fournier, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
And it's Williams. That time the assist by Smith. Williams has got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Here's Buffkin. Here's Fournier. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Williams. Miller, that's for two. Atlanta with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And the pass to Johnson. Sinks the triple.
Jalen
Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Smith, left side. Launches it. And they recover it. Pass to Mann. Takes a three. Buffkin with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Yep, that one goes in there.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
On the wing, Miller. There's the triple. Score the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger and piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
On the wing, Williams. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Fournier. Finished off the break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Hands it from downtown.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
To the paint, here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMelo Ball.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Here's Hunter following the three by Charlotte. Pass to Buffkin. Got a piece of it. And that one's good. Hunter.
The defense was there, but overall, DeAndre Hunter showing his footwork and agility in the lane.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shots good by Miller.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Now, here's Hunter. They get it back. Johnson outside. Pass to Hunter. Nance, right side. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.